Rome is a city of history, art, and architecture. It's hard to find a place that can unbeat Rome in a cultural heritage fight. This place is full of stories and nice people. In this video, I'm going to explore this antique place and share my journey with you. Welcome to the Travel Diaries. Fasten your seatbelt, we are taking off. The next stop is Rome. Enjoy! As soon as we got to our Airbnb, we went for food at one of the recommended places by our host. Our Airbnb location was the best as we were living close to the Vatican City. We are walking to our guest house. We bought some water for tomorrow and we had a great dinner. And it's right now kind of cold, like not really cold, it's just like not even freezing, it's just a bit of cold. So I'm glad that I took this coat, but still it's nice. 2 notes that you should take before traveling to Rome. First, if you're staying in Airbnb, you most likely will need to pay the tourist tax. The Rome tourist tax is a special tax charged per person per night by any lodging facility or campsite. This tax is added to your final bill at checkout and payable in cash or card. It's very common for the structures to request this tax to be paid in cash. This tourist tax works only for the first 10 nights. I don't know if it's the same with the hotels or any other type of accommodation, but we had to pay it. Also, you can check the cost of the tax online. Second, be prepared to leave tips. If you aren't from a country with a tip culture, it must be hard first days. But mostly the problem is that the tip is obligatory in most of the places in Rome. For example, it can be written on the menu, the cost per person or the percentage from the check. The problem is that in some places they don't write its amount. So be careful, and as I know it only works if you sit at the table. If you're eating at the bar stand, the tip shouldn't be obligatory, but I'm not sure. Only hills. No straight road. No flat road, only hills. Here in Vatican, there's so many people. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't believe we are here. The Vatican City is the world's smallest independent country, both in area, 0.49 square kilometers, and population, 800 people. It's the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church, home to the Pope, and is located in Rome. The Vatican City is surrounded by a wall, which construction was started in 9th century under Pope Leo IV after Rome was attacked by Saracen pirates. After that, the walls were modified and expanded in 16th century. This time to protect the city-state's growing wealth from the city of Rome, but also as an expression of papal power. Those walls are stretched for about 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers around the Vatican, and parts of the wall are up to 39 feet, which is 12 meters high.
Bombastic side-eye.
So we just left the Vatican because there was a huge queue to the basilica, so we decided to just go and walk, but we are planning to go there tomorrow or maybe on the 2nd of January. But now we are already near the Angel Castle, and it's actually located really close to the Vatican. Vatican is there and the Angel Castle is here, so you can just walk straight and you will be there. But there are a lot of repairing processes, so I don't know how we will find the entrance, but we will try, and also we will check the cost of the tickets for the Angel Castle, and I hope you can hear me well, but I'm not sure. But look at this view, oh my god. And that's really beautiful. Castle San Angelo, or Castle of the Holy Angel, was initially commissioned by the Roman Emperor Adrian as a mausoleum for himself and his family. The popes later used the building as a fortress and castle, and is now a museum. The structure was once the tallest building in Rome. Some interesting facts and legends about Castle of Holy Angel. For example, Castle San Angelo is connected to the Vatican by a hidden passage called the Passetto di Borgio. I hope I pronounce it well, if not, sorry for my mistakes, which popes used to escape in times of danger. Also, Castle San Angelo is featured in Dan Brown's novel Angels and Demons, where it serves as a hiding place for the Illuminati. Oh my god, it's so long. And of course, some legends. One of the most tragic and eerie legends is about Beatrice Cenci, a noble woman who was executed for murdering her abusive father in 1599. She was imprisoned in Castle San Angelo before being beheaded on Ponte San Angelo. Every year on September 11th, her ghost is said to appear on the bridge, carrying her severed head in her hands. One more interesting fact, during the Middle Ages, Castle San Angelo was used as a papal residence and also as a prison where famous figures like Giordano Bruno were held. The name of castle came from the vision of Archangel Michael. The most famous legend dates back to 590 AD, when Rome was suffering from a terrible plague. Pope Gregory I led the procession through the city praying for divine intervention. As they passed by the mausoleum of Adrian, the Pope saw a vision of Archangel Michael appearing on top of the fortress, sheathing his sword, signifying that the plague was over. This miraculous event led to the remaining of the building as Castle San Angelo, or Castle of the Holy Angel. Another legend claims that a hidden treasure is buried somewhere inside the castle, possibly belonging to one of the popes, who used it as a refuge. However, it's said that whoever tries to find or steal the treasure will be cursed by the spirit of the ancient prisoners who died within its walls. It's also rumored that Castle San Angelo was once home to a secret alchemist laboratory. Some say that medieval scholars attempt to turn lead into gold within its underground chambers. Others believe that mystical symbols hidden within the castle walls still hold the key to unlocking forgotten knowledge. The Passetto di Borgio, a hidden passage connecting the Vatican to the castle, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of papal guards, who lost their lives defending fleeing popes. Some visitors at night have reported hearing whispers, footsteps, and the clanking of armor within the passage. Would you dare to visit Castle San Angelo at night? Write your answer in the comments down below. I don't know how many hours we spent here, but probably 2 hours. And I think we walked through every room here and every corridor and everything. So now we're going to find some food.
Okay.
Piazza Navona is one of Rome's most famous and beautiful squares. Built on the site of the ancient Stadium of Domitian, it retains the shape of a Roman arena. Today it's known for its stunning Baroque architecture, lively atmosphere, and 3 impressive fountains, especially Bernini's Fountain of the Four Rivers in the center. When we visited Basilica di Sant'Andrea della Valle, I hope I pronounced it right, we were lucky to find the exhibition inside of the church, and also they had orchestra concert there for free. It was absolutely magnificent, fantastic experience listening to the music, sitting in this type of a church, and especially how the music reflects from the walls of the church. It was absolutely amazing. Also, this church, if I'm not mistaken, has a mirror inside, so you can take a free photo in the mirror with the ceilings above you. If you have told me 5 years ago that I would sit near Pantheon and eat ice cream in the late evening in Rome, I would not believe you. But that's what I did that evening, and still remember this story with the warm feelings. I'm so tired. We walked so many hours, like the whole day. And now we are planning to go to the grocery shop, buy some products, and eat in our hotel because we are too tired and we are not that hungry to go to the restaurant or something. But look, it's so beautiful here. And it's really cold. I'm regretting not taking my scarf or something to put on my ears. That's so beautiful. How many secrets does Vatican keeps? It's a good question, I guess. I'm not sure if you can actually see me. I hope so. And now we are going to cross this small border of Rome and Vatican. It's so beautiful. It's even better than in the morning.
Ja, also mit den AGBs, mit diesem ganzen Impressum, das muss passen.
This city is crazy. Like, a lot of people are going, different cultures, nations, they all turn on their music. Also, they like fire this small fireworks, I don't know how to call it, but it's crazy. Yeah, and we should be careful here because of the pickpockets.
Sto scendo dal banco con il cash sul sedile del passeggero. Fingevo che mi interessasse.
Speriamo per questo 2024 che sia soprattutto un anno di pace, che sia un anno di felicità, di serenità, ce lo meritiamo tutti. Se lo merita questa città meravigliosa. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The whole city is crazy during New Year. People are throwing and exploding firecrackers everywhere. I even had a situation where I almost stepped on one of the firecrackers, but gladly I noticed it before stepping. The best part of the whole celebration was the whole city dancing on the streets all together. This moment felt like a shot from the movie. The next day we were afraid to not find a place to eat, as we read on the internet that everything will be closed on the 1st of January. But it's not true. Plenty of restaurants and places were open and we easily find a place to sit down and enjoy our meal. To visit St. Peter's Basilica and Vatican is for free. But usually the queue is not even huge, it's enormous, and it takes hours to get in. However, on the 1st of January, when we were crossing by, we noticed a small and fast queue. So we decided to try to get in, and this attempt was successful. I highly recommend visiting St. Peter's Basilica. Even though it might take a lot of time to get in, it's definitely worth it. And our evening finished at McDonald's, as you may know from my previous vlogs. I always like to go to McDonald's in the new countries I'm visiting, and I would say that McDonald's in Rome was one of the best ones I have ever tried. I believe the Church of St. Ignatius of Loyola is the second famous church in Rome, after St. Peter's Basilica. This church became popular on TikTok and other social media because of its ceiling. The ceiling is not even gorgeous, it's majestic, and To see the ceiling, you can use the mirror inside the church. But to use the mirror, you need to pay. If I remember correctly, it was around €1 or something. And a lot of influencers and tourists started to use this mirror as a new type of content, filming themselves and the ceilings. However, I found out that actually this ceiling was made for people who has neck problems or headaches, so that they don't have to hold their heads up high. It was smaller than I thought, but it was nice. If I'm not mistaken, eating or sitting on the Spanish Steps is prohibited. And look at the guy in the background. He looks so devastated, probably by the amount of money he spent, because Spanish Steps is near boutiques and luxury stores. So we also decided to buy something from there, and my mom gave me a present from Pandora. Also, after that, we somehow found a church with an exhibition inside. Unfortunately, the exhibition was closing, but anyways, we were lucky to find it and to get in, at least for some couple of minutes. And in general, we were so lucky that trip, finding different places and events. Our last stop on this trip was Starbucks, and you probably would hate me for that, because why would you go to Starbucks in Italy, where there are plenty of nice cafes around? But I wanted to try Starbucks there, and actually I was disappointed. I did not like it. I think they messed up my order. But anyways, I definitely recommend you to visit Rome, to visit Italy. Rome is such an incredible and different city from any cities I've been to. It's a cultural and historically important city. It's full of history and legends. It's interesting to walk around such city and explore it, especially if you know the stories and history behind it. Be prepared to eat a lot of tasty food because the food there is so delicious. And drink a lot of coffee, but not latte. If you don't know, they don't sell latte. Okay, latte means milk in Italy. So if you go to order coffee there, order cappuccino. And 2 more tips I want to give you. First of all, if you are planning to go to a Vatican Museum or any other places where you need to have a ticket, book the tickets online before going, because after that it will be so hard, probably impossible to find the tickets, so it's always better to book it before. And the second one is walk a lot. Explore the city by walking. Go inside any open church, any event, anywhere. Just walk around and you will see and feel the city more than if you would see it by having some tours by bus or anything like that. For example, we never used any transport during our trip in Rome, probably because we were living near Vatican, so it was an advantage for us. We were able to see most of the tourist attractions and places and just the city itself by walking around, so I definitely recommend it. And be careful with pickpockets. Don't leave your stuff on the tables. Just always be careful and look after your things. And to finish this video, I would like to say that maybe one day I would like to come back to Rome during the warm time, like summer or maybe spring. And especially I really want to go to Vatican Museum, as we didn't book the tickets before, we couldn't go there. So I hope that next time, if I go to Rome, I will be able to visit Vatican Museum. And in general, I hope you enjoyed this video. Write your comments if you have been to Rome, what places did you visit. Maybe you can recommend some places to visit. If you are from Rome, then recommend, as a native citizen, your favorite places that must see. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you soon in another video, and bye!